Well, good morning. I'm going to wait a little bit until more people come on board. And I will then explain to you what the problem is. There's real no problem. I just knew this was going to happen. And people have to understand that yesterday I made a comment. You need another vacation. No, I don't. Yesterday I made a comment that I had a sixth sense about Autoworld and about, what they might be going through right now. And I called Autoworld yesterday and I talked to them about the golf car. Where are those images? Oh, right here. So I called them about this, and I wanted to get some clarification on, when's it, because it was supposed to be in production, and it is. It is in production right now. And this is in production right now, and it will be finished 9/15, which is September 15, which if you look at things short term or you look at things long term, September 15th is right around the corner. It literally is right around the corner. And it's in production 9/15, and it would ship probably, that's when they said it was shipping. That ETA out of China would be 9/15. So that means it would be here probably around Halloween, about that time. It would get here before November, or before, way before Thanksgiving. So it's in that production schedule. And then, so that was finished, and Suzanne, they had like 81 left. They had 84 Rally 4x4s in stock left, and then it's discontinued, I guess. So I decided to buy the rest of those because I like to have 4x4 layouts. And then I kind of was beating around the bush, and well, I didn't really beat around the bush. Well, this is what I was talking about yesterday when I was on the live stream, is that I had a sixth sense that, that Autoworld is maybe be looking at other places to make their stuff, which I think is a possibility. There's one thing that people have to understand is, I found this out. This justified me again about the quality of product that is coming out of China, the quality, okay, and if you're not watching what they're doing, they will cheat. Like, for example, I went to, so I, when on vacation, when I was on vacation, I went to Sam's and bought some chargers. They're like bricks. You can plug them in, and they charge, and then they'll charge your phone for a couple hours. And I had two really nice bricks, and they're missing. I think I left one in a hotel room, but they're saying I didn't, which I know I did. I bought these two charging units, and within less than a week, I bought them when I left, so I've had them 3 weeks, but less than a week, one of the bricks, it basically has a power outlet that you can flip up and plug it into the outlet. It broke. Cheap plastic. Cheap, inferior plastic. And I said, a week? This lasted a week? Then the other one quit charge, or it just wouldn't charge. It wouldn't, plus it was a bad design. I mean, I think whoever designed this thing's an idiot, so I took them back to Sam's yesterday and said, this is just inferior product. You should just throw this away. So Mike makes a, Mr. Kilroy, when are you going to make your own slot car brand? Well, I have been talking to Bill at IMAX, telling him that there could be a we need to do our own brand, and just do generic cars. See, here's the dirty little secret about these cars here, all these classic cars, okay? There's a dirty little secret, okay, about these cars, is that they do not require any licensing as long as you don't put any of their logos on them, but you just show the car as if that's a Pontiac GTO. You know that, okay? For example, like for example, this is a Camaro, okay? As long as you don't have the emblems on it, there's no licensing. And there's not a thing they can do about it. Unless you go to them and say, hey, you want the license for a 2010 Camaro. Okay? Well, then they'll say, well, what about all these other things you're not licensed? Well, you don't need to. Well, then we're not going to give you a license. But fine then. I won't license any of your new stuff. That's your fault. See, this is the problem with the licensing industry, is they've created their own catch-22. Fine, I won't do any of your new stuff then, okay? But all your old stuff, it's all lapsed. I don't need any licensing to show this car, okay? The license is lapsed, okay? And I would do all the old cars. Just do them all. But don't put any logos on them, just because people know. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, here's a prime example. Okay, so I don't need this. Doesn't say Ford anywhere on it, but that's a Ford coupe. It's kind of like this one here. Okay, and let me show you another one. Okay. Can anybody tell me what car that is? Can anybody watching the live stream tell me what car that is? What car is that? Well, that's a 57 Bel Air. And I don't need anybody telling me what a 57 Bel Air is. But I don't need to put it on the car anywhere. Okay? Now, yes, your purists will say, well, hey, it doesn't say Bel Air on it, therefore I don't want to buy it. And that could be true. But if I come out with my own line of cars, okay, classics, just classics. Do you know how many cars that can be made? You've got all the Model T or all the Model A T's.
Oh yeah, they're all getting along.
Okay.
Isn't that cute?
No, it's not.
How's that not cute? You don't think that's cute?
No, it's not. They're sleeping. That's what babies do.
Yeah, but they're all sleeping in the same bed now.
Okay, they're all sleeping in the said bed.
We got just a big queen for them.
Great.
They're all just hanging out. They leave us alone now. They just sleep through the night now.
Good. That's great.
That's pretty good.
It's wonderful. You're ruining my monologue.
Oh, what was your monologue about?
Well, I'd like to finish it.
Licensing.
So there are hundreds of cars that can be done. I mean, you have all of the Model A's, all the model cars, Model A's, Model T's, all through the 20s, the 30s, the 40s. Do you know how many models, different cars that were made? And they're all license free. All you have to do is just don't put Ford, don't put Chevy, don't put any of the logos on them. And there's not a thing they can do because it's not licensed. Because the license has lapsed. And that's the way, I mean, you just keep making all the cars from the, do you know how many cars that haven't been done from the 1950s? How many bodies have not been done from the 1950s? And then even the 60s, okay? I think the license lapsed, I think it's 1970, I think. I think it's 30 years. If I'm not mistaken, a license is only good, or is for 30 years. Or 36 years, if I'm not mistaken. And there is more than enough cars and bodies. And here's the simplicity of the whole company. Is just doing one or two chassis. The Slimline chassis and the Thunderjet chassis. The Slimline and the Thunderjet chassis. And have those two as our basis for our chassis. The Slimline and the original Thunderjet with the narrow tires. Okay. Those two chassis as our foundation. Okay. So that we can do all the motorsport cars from the 1930s. Do you know how many sprint cars or early racing cars in the 1930s, how many bodies there were? Oh my gosh. That alone would create enough product for you for 5-10 years. And you just build a line based on the bodies and the chassis. And then people can be creative with their chassis if they want to be. Okay? And then teaming up with Extreme 3D Customs and coming out with more ideas like this on an original Thunderjet chassis. That's how you create yourself a whole new market. And that is where we are trying to move into. We're looking at that as a future investment. And looking at that direction and seeing how that would work. Because the fact of the matter is, taking a car and making this body in America, okay, stamping these things out like left and right, okay? And then sticking the parts on it is not that complicated. You know, all through the 1960s and 70s, a lot of these factories, just so you guys know, a lot of these factories in the United States, a lot of these factories and a lot of these, I won't say machinist shops, but a lot of these repetitive type factories in America hired a lot of elderly women. Not necessarily elderly. Well, I don't want to say elderly because back in the 50s, the 60s and 70s, a lot of these women were in their 40s, not 40s, 50s, but still had a good 20, 30 years of just, making some extra money. And so they would go to these factories and do this repetitive work. Okay. And, they got they just got a great, not a great paycheck, but, good enough for them. They're just sitting around putting things together with their fingers. Okay. Just sitting there doing the same thing, and then they're talking to one another. They're listening to stories. They might have radios on, and they're listening to radio shows. They might be talking, and that's what happened. That's what you would do in the U.S. now. Is you would recreate that that environment. Okay, you got right here. You got Wayne, Ohio. I would say that if I would send out a email to everybody in this area here that, hey, we are opening up a factory and we are wanting to hire, for full time, and here's the wage, and based on volume, you're going to get bonuses. I'd say we'd have more women than we'd want, okay? Because it's a repetitive job. You're just going to sit. You're going to sit on a table, and you're just going to be given a box of cars, and you have to solder the two chrome parts on every day. That's all you have to do. And then maybe next day we'll train you on something else, so you don't have to do the same thing over and over again. You're going to have like 5 different jobs, and it's going to rotate every other week, or you can rotate it when you want to. Don't tell me that's impossible. I'm sick and tired of people telling me that we can't do something. Okay. And the reason why I believe that, okay, and the reason why, and that changes, the minimum wage changes everywhere, okay, and you could hire them, you could create a hire where you're going to get a base pay, and you're going to get bonuses, okay. You can get around the minimum wage. It's so easy to get around the minimum wage. You hire them like a waitress, and then you're giving them bonuses based on how much you're going to do. Okay. There's so many ways to get around the minimum wage. Okay. People are dogmated. Well, it has to be minimum wage. Well, no, you can actually make more if you want to do it now with the no tax on tips. Then there's going to be tips. And your tips are how many cars can you do a day that pass, the tests and everything. If you hit that amount of cars, you get an extra, there's your tip. And there's no tax on that tip. So anyway, here's how I know that this can be done. A lot of you guys might not understand this. You might not see it. But I see it every day when I'm driving on the interstate system. And all you have to do is just drive on the interstate, for any distance. You can't do it just driving, from Toledo to Bowling Green. You have to get on the interstate and you have to drive some distance. And I've driven some distance. Matter of fact, in the last 2-3 weeks, I drove from Myrtle Beach all the way down to Key Largo and back, okay? And in Florida alone, the highway system is almost unbelievable. It's like, how did they do all this? Where did they get the funds to do all this? And then you start to think, well, how much revenue has to be generated to create all of this? Because you got 3 major interstates in Florida. You have 75 that goes literally all the way down to Key Largo almost. And then you have 95 that does the same thing on the East Coast, okay? And then you have 91 that cuts right through the center of the state. And here's a state that used to be a swamp, okay? I'm telling you, it used to be a swamp. And you have a state now that they're building more homes in that state. It's unbelievable how much construction is going on in Florida. And so when people tell me, "Oh, we can't do that anymore," nobody will do that anymore. And I just go, I really say, you know what? That's just, I don't want to believe it. See, my biggest problem, which I realize it, I realize I am a salesman. I'm a salesman. I'm a sale guy. I can sell something, okay? Like, for example, right now. All right, so let me take something here. Okay, so I can sell this right now to somebody, okay? Okay, so we have the Mr. Machine, a 4-gear, and a Batmobile 4-gear, and this is from the Batmobile set. Now, that's discontinued. And these are 4-gear with special wheels, okay? And these are for sale right now at ProTinkerToys.com. SRS 338. You can buy these right now. Just these cars, okay? And these are a part of the classic set, all right? You got the Mystery Machine and the Batmobile. And both of them are unique colors. And this has black wings on it where it normally, it doesn't, all this is blue or black. And this is available. This is what I'm good at. I'll admit this right now. I am not the manager. I am not the... I don't have the... What's the word? Oh, here comes Derek. Yes, Derek. What? What am I doing, man? What do you think I'm doing? I'm working. Are you watching? I'm having fun, Derek. I'm trying to entertain my customers. So I wasn't funny, guys, yesterday, so he had to turn me. Unbelievable. I was not fun. Yes, I got your boat, okay, but it's more than just shipping you have to pay for. You have to pay for the boat too, bozo. I have been telling them about Vanessa. It's not your fried chicken, Derek. It's Vanessa's fried chicken, okay? Okay. No, she did all the cooking, okay? Oh my gosh. No, that was very nice, and we had a lot of fun, and that was a great vacation I had. It started with Derek, and it ended with, oh, I keep forgetting his name. Yeah, the dude with the trains. Yeah, exactly. Boy, that train was awesome. Holy moly. Oh, yeah, he didn't have a lot. He only has one, but he's never flown it. That's the problem. No, he doesn't have a room full of airplanes. He just had one big one, and then he had a couple smaller ones. But he had that huge train layout that he built. I know it wasn't hooked up because he's got a fan, an air conditioning problem. Everybody's got a problem. Everybody has a problem. Uh, all righty, I will. I will. Yeah, I'll get on that. Okay, goodbye. What? Uh, no, they get along with me. It's what's his name? Just as no, it's not. It's what's his name just wants to go back home. Wonderful. Thank you, Derek, for that positive comment today. Okay. Tell 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 Bentley and uh, Dennis that I miss them. I don't miss you, but I miss them. Okay. Make sure you say that. All right. All right. Bye. Oh my gosh. So I've got a mind of ideas. That's I don't know if that's a problem. I don't know if it's a curse. My head has got a million ideas. Okay. And if I had a manager that could manage me and just come to me and say, "Hey, Bryan, you got another idea?" I go, "Yeah, here's an idea. Try this one." And a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have ideas. That's the problem. Uh, they talk, but they don't have an idea. You know what I'm saying? I've got lots of ideas. All right. So that's kind of the monologue for today. Um, it uh, we are in summertime. Summertime is always a slow time, and it's not a slow time. It's just a lot of people are doing things outdoors, and they're relaxing and just doing fun things outside, and so our sales are uh, uh, can't Mac could be your manager. Yeah, oh yeah, right. Mac would be okay. Um, Now Ryan's good at managing things, but so they restocked. Let's go over all of our exclusives that we've come out with over the last 5 years. So the first 5 exclusives we are sold out of. Okay, actually, let's see, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 exclusives that we are sold out of. So we are out of the blue 55 or the Blurple 55 Bel Air, the black 55 Bel Air, the Blurple 55 Nomad, and the Blurple 50 or the black 55 Nomad. We are out of the Batmobile and the El Camino. So that's 7 cars that we are completely sold out of. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, and Petty is 45. What else? So that's 45 exclusives. We did 45 exclusives, okay, within a in a 4-year period. Because you can't count this year and you can't count last year. So within a 4-year period, we did 45 exclusives. That's more than anybody is. And I keep talking about this because this is important to me. I just, these cars really have sustained us and kept us afloat, and this 55 Bel Air or this 56 Ford F100, this is another very, that's a very exclusive car. There was only 1,000 of these made, okay? And we have less than, so everybody understands now, as of today, we only have what is on this shelf of all these cars. That's all we have is right here. And so as we sell them, so if you want a 57 Bel Air, or if you want a black, if you want this set of both these cars, you want to get on the website at ProTinkerToys.com, and that's CP7817 and 7818, and get yourself a set of Bel Airs. And that's the purple and the black car. See, and the key thing is, and this is the thing that you really want to understand, is that those are only 1,000 of these made. And there are 800 people live here. Here's the thing. There are 800, that's over 45,000 cars. Exactly. That's exactly it. 45,000 different cars. Okay. And that's a lot for anybody. And so here are the well, here, hold on. Well, that's wrong here. Yeah. So these are the 57 Nomads to correlate with the 57 Bel Airs to make it a set. There are 347 million Americans. And out of 45,000, what is the percentage of that? And how small of a number that is? That's what's really amazing. That's how rare these, I would say that's how rare these cars really are, okay? That's how rare these cars really are. And do you own the set of them? And then we have the Bel Air Heat series. We've got the first one, the second one, and the third one. We have all three of the Bel Air Heats. So you can be an owner of all three of these. Okay? And they all start in the number or the letter CP. Okay? And that's all of our exclusives start with CP. Now obviously this is backwards because this stupid camera doesn't show the correct vision of what it's supposed to look like. I wonder, let me test something out. Okay, I'm going to try something out. I'm going to turn this camera this way. I'm going to reverse the camera. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this camera, because this camera is on Facebook. And this camera's in the right direction. So technically, I should be able to see myself, and it should be the right direction. Well, it is. Now, I can't necessarily read all the comments. When I have the camera turned around, I can't read the comments. But I have all these new camera mounts. Let me see if I can do something here, because I want to start broadcasting so you guys can see, and I can put up this camera. Good morning. All right, well, that's working. Well, let's try this a little bit today. Because I've got my X camera right here, and you need a mount. Let's see, you need to mount a table there so you can read the chats easier. Well, that's what I've got right here. I've got my other iPad right here where I'm reading the chats as I'm doing the live stream, because YouTube has still not fixed their algorithms. So the next car that we have, which we're almost sold out of because we had a big sale on these a while ago, and that is the Shelby Cobra. Okay, the Shelby Cobra, and that is a Shelby Cobra. If you didn't know what a Shelby Cobra is, well, that's a Shelby Cobra. Let's see if we can turn this camera. Yeah, that's not going to work. So this is the Shelby Cobra. I got to find out what is the best location to show you something. Let's zoom in close. And that's the Shelby Cobra, and that's item number CP7827. 7827. Hello, JB. Now, this is the rarest of our 2-packs. We have, I think, about 15 of these left. I was just kind of looking to see how much of the scab of my my accident in February. I am doing everybody fine. All right, so the next car we have, and again, we only have 18 of these, and that is the Dodge Charger. Okay, and these are all available at ProTinkerToys.com. ProTinkerToys.com. These are our top exclusives. This is the Dodge Charger with the ProTinker colors. And that is CP7829. CP7829. 7829. And then we have the motorific car, or motoramic. I always like this car. Motoramic. Look at that, isn't that sweet? Check that out. And that's CP7896. 7896. So I'm going to try this camera this way for the day today because I've got my iPad here so I can read your comments. And I've got this camera here and I can see if I'm in screen correctly. And normally I am because the camera's right here. And so, all right, the next one is the Fred Lorenzo car. Now, the history on this one is I was just looking around one day. I did this one back in 21. Those were the days. 21. Wow. Oh. And that is the Fred Lorenzo car 7898. Now, the only one that we are out of is the Richard Petty. We're out of the Richard. I never thought we'd be out of the Richard Petty, but we have the Casey Kane, the Bobby Isaac. Bobby Isaac. You get the Semi and the Dodge Daytona. But we are sold out of the Richard Petty. Now this one right here, this tray is getting lower and lower. And these are both, this is 7901. 7901 is the 55 Bel Air, black and red, or red and yellow or white. Red and white. And that's CP7901. This is CP7901. And then we did that same car, but we wanted to do it with the flames. So with 55 Bel Air with flames. What?
You gotta be my friend on this.
Okay, why did you get one of those?
Why?
Oh my gosh. You had to get a watch, didn't you?
Yeah, I started running again. Here, be my friend though.
No, I'm not going to be your friend.
Here, look.
You got it upside down, by the way.
No, it's right side up.
No, I'm not going to be your friend. Go away, please.
No, watch
Unbelievable.
This is fun. I'm looking for you. Oh, your dad, Bryan.
Unbelievable. So this is the red and white, yellow.
Ah, there it is. I could get my friend on Here, watch. Watch this. So I connect to her. Oh, watch this. It connects. You ready? Am I too far away from my phone? I might be too far away from my phone.
Now, this was the club car from 2022. That's the club car from 2022.
Oh, yeah, okay, so watch. Mira, háblame muy rápido. Pero mientras mi papá hace amigos con nosotros. It's a walkie-talkie.
No, it's not. Wow, I really hear you. Yeah, over and out.
No, so you're not talking. You didn't hear?
What?
Ya no escuche. Tú no se habla más fuerte. She has to talk louder. She might be with him. Ah, see? You see that? Okay, let them know that we got these listed all separately. Those right there.
What separately?
Grab that packet of 4 cars right there. Those are all listed separately for $49.99.
The cars are $49.99 each car?
Mm-hmm. They're all listed separately. So if people didn't want all 4 of them, they can now get their AMC AMX.
All right, I will talk about it.
They can get their Mustang.
Okay, so this is the most popular car, which is the Golf car, the Ford F-150. I mean the GT40. And that's CP7912. CP7912. Now, the only car that we sold out of is the, I think there's 5 cars that sold out very fast. And that was the first 4, the Batmobile, and the El Camino. For some reason, those things just were gone in a heartbeat. Now, these are from the SRS 348s. This is the Rally 4x4 set, and now you can buy all these cars separately, and they're $49.99. So you can get your AMC. You can get all these cars individually now. If you go to our website, you can buy all 4 of these cars. All 4 of these cars are available, okay, by themselves. You can buy them individually. All 4. All 4 of those. Now, the next car that we did was the black Bel Air with white, black and white. And that is CP7980. $7980, and that is the Bel Air 55 Bel Air black and white. Black and white. And then we did the same thing with CP7981, which was the Nomad. Then we had the 55 Ford F100, which is the same as the 56 Ford F100. And this is a ProTinker kind of look. It's got the ghost flames. I wonder how...
Look at that cool photo. Can I make it bigger? Isn't that neat? They look like real cars.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not neat or what?
That's just, I'm amazed.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? How do you show them? Looks like real cars. 3 of them were real cars. I can't find any information on the MCMX.
It probably wasn't.
Where do you have this camera? Oh, you have this one over here. Isn't that neat? I think that's kind of cool. Did you become my friend yet on the walkie-talkie?
God, your coffee breath is terrible. Good grief.
Hey, James wants to know when the golf truck is coming. It's walkie-talkie. Go to walkie-talkie.
I am on walkie-talkie and I don't see Daniel Young.
I sent you an invite.
I am Cody.
I'll do it again then. Well, just look for me then and add me. I'm Daniel.
I know it.
No, you have me saved as Toad Face, don't you? Or Toad or something, or did you change that?
No.
When's the golf truck coming? Mr. Butler wants to know. Oh, yeah, so now you just hold it to talk, and you say over and out when you're done.
Really, over and out. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Make sure you say over and out.
I'm not going to say over and out.
I don't know when you're done talking then.
I'll be done when I stop talking. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Testing.
James Butler wants to know when the club car is coming. Or not club car, but the golf truck.
Okay, so here are the updates about the golf truck. All right, so here's the update on the golf semi. All right. So I will give you guys a update. The golf semi. This is our latest exclusive. All right, this is our latest exclusives. And I had a conversation with Auto World yesterday with Suzanne, which is the El Supremo at Auto World. Suzanne is really the one that keeps the things running along with the other ladies there. You know, it's funny about about companies. There are about 4 or 5 women that keep things running. You know, it's funny. And so Suzanne told me, she sent me an email yesterday and said that the ETA shipping is 9/15. Okay. Now that could go up, you know, if they got the production number, it could be ready to go. But right now the ETA is 9/15. So that means that it's shipping China 9/15. Once we get the word that it is on the boat, they're going up for sale. So everybody will get, there will be an email sent out to everybody, and everybody will get the email when these are going to ship, okay? And as soon as, okay, and so everybody understands this. I want everybody to understand, as soon as these have shipped, and we have if we have sold more than 60% of them, okay, within, I'm hoping to say about a week, 2 weeks, before we get them, if we've sold it, we are automatically going to place on order this exclusive 55 Bel Air Golf logos on it. It's going to be a retro looking car. I'm sorry, not that car. This car here. It's going to be a 55 Bel Air with golf logos on it.
What?
A little late, aren't you?
No, I'm right on time. The party doesn't start till I walk in. I am late. I'm just but I.
Okay, so 9/15 is when these are supposed to be done at production, and when they sell, never heard of delivery that was ahead of schedule. Well, sometimes you never know. And there is no limit on these, okay, just so everybody knows. I'm going to make this very clear. If somebody calls me and says, Bryan, I want to buy 700 of these cars at the price that we've set, I'm going to say, okay. Because I want to get another exclusive out as soon as possible. So I just want everybody to know, I'm not anticipating anybody wanting to buy 700 of them. I mean, it's a good investment if you did. I'll tell you that right now. And as soon as we get the next one, then we'll do the next one. Okay. And that's basically how it's going. Arbuckle is back. We got Danny. The orange plastic looks like circus peanut orange. Let's see. Yes, it does like circus. Yes, it does. It looks like, but this orange, I wish they'd have sent me a sample, but for some reason they got rid of doing samples, which I can't understand. But I think that orange is going to have a little more glossy look to it. That good golf gasoline. That's going to be a really nice exclusive. Everybody's going to want to get that exclusive. That's for sure. Now, let's move on. Let's keep moving along here. We started 1 hour ago. We've got how many thumbs up here? Let's check here. How many thumbs up? We got 21. Good. We got 21 thumbs up. And I've got my double camera today. I've got my iPad there. And I have my other iPad right here, which I can read all the comments. Okay. And now I can do auctions and type in the word sold. And I can send that like that, sold. And I can comment now to people. I can go, hello, HELO, fish. Hello, fish. Okay. And I can go, hi. Hi, Derek.
No, I agree.
I can send an email to Derek. Okay. So I now can comment and send text messages to people that are watching, okay?
This is what you want.
Just so you know, okay? Just so you guys know. All right, so let's continue on the exclusives, okay? Because we've got about 10 more. We got about 10 more that we got to get finished with.
This is what they need. I started with the ships because that's what you specifically.
All right, so now what we're going down to is we've got our third, which we've already shown. This is our demolition derby action here.
Missouri, mini Titanic, and one.
Now, a lot of people, and I understand a lot of you guys are, you've been watching this show for a long time, and you're, why is he showing the exclusives again? Well, that's a very good question. And I'm glad you're asking me that question. Why am I showing the exclusives again? The reason being is a lot of people watch this show, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of people watch it after it's done, and they'll turn it on, okay? And so they're watching me show off these cars again. And they might not have seen the episode that I show these cars. And these are exclusives. These are the 57 Bel Airs, these are basically short racetrack, short course drag cars. These are drag cars here. Now, you know what car they need to do for the 4-gear is a 55 Bel Air 4-gear. That would be interesting. Wouldn't that be interesting? Or even a 57 4-gear? That would be a little bigger body. Robert Fish. House in October. Let's see. House, October in house. Derek. Did Auto World steal your idea on the new Golf car? Why? Have you heard something? Have you seen something? No.
How do you know that?
Because I know everything. All right, so now we move on to the least popular of my Bel Airs, which is the yellow one. And the reason this one is it should be white with the red or the yellow in the back end. That's the problem. I reversed this. It should have been the other way. Then we come up with my favorite car, which is my favorite, which everybody should own at least 2 of these. I've said this for months, is that everybody should own at least 2 Mayflowers. One Mayflower is that you race all day long, and the other one is you put it away. Okay, so you can show it off. And this is my favorite right now is my Mayflower. Just because it has a lot of sentimental value to me. And then we have, I don't know what's wrong with this car. I did the El Camino same way, and it sold out in a week. And this one, the Beetle, and okay, just so everybody knows, if you go down this aisle and you look for a Beetle, because they've had 5 Beetles that come out over the last 5 years. There is not a single VW Beetle other than the Baja Bug down this slot car aisle. They're all sold out. Every Beetle is sold out, but I still have my flamed Beetle. Go figure that one out. Tell us about it. I love trucks so much. I love trucks so. How much are they? Okay, well, this truck right here is $35. This is on sale right now for $35. CP 7984. Everybody should own one of these Mayflowers. And then, hold on a second. If you want to buy a Mayflower and want to have a racetrack with it, all you buy is this SRS 003. It's these, we have circuits 1 through, I think, 11. And you can buy one of these and a Mayflower, and you basically have a racetrack to race your car on. And that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And then the next vehicle we have, obviously the VW Beetle. And this is another one that we sold out of all the cars is the Datsun 240Z. I'm not worried about any, well, let me put it this way. I'm not worried about any of these cars because you know what? I'm the only one that has them now, okay? And yes, they might be at all the different shows, but there are not a lot of them out there because a lot of people bought them for them and they've used them. And this is the 240, the Datsun 240Z, the Datsun 240Z. Datsun, what circuit is it? Number 3. Circuit number 3. This is circuit number 3. This is basically a figure. I'll open it up for you and show you what layout it is. Because I need to talk to my son about these. They weren't packed correctly. They made all these circuits, but they made a mistake. See, they didn't wrap anything up. Nothing's wrapped up, so I have to go through it and tell them to redo it. So this is what circuit 3 looks like. It's a dog-legged figure 8. Big set. Nice big set. Circuit number 3. We have 8 circuit, or no, 11 circuits. We have circuit 1 through 11. And they're all pre-packed. Everything you have for the racetrack is in here. You got straight tracks, curved tracks, track supports, and everything. The problem is when they put these circuits together, they didn't put paper inside to protect everything. So now they have to open all these up and redo them all. I haven't told that to Daniel yet because he's going to have a hairy canary. Now I'm looking at my iPad or my X camera too much. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to move this over here And I'm going to rotate this arm. I'm going to rotate this arm like this. Then I'm going to turn that camera this way so I'm a little closer. So when I'm looking at the camera here, I'm not too far off, okay? Fire Xavier. I will fire Xavier, okay? Because he made a mistake, all right? Well, I should fire Mac Henry because I told him about this a while ago, and maybe I should just fire everybody. Arbuckle, they weren't eating popcorn while packing the boxes either. You know what? I'll just put popcorn in the box. Now, see, you can do that. You could put popcorn in packages as long as it's air popped. If you get an air pop popcorn, okay, that uses air and pops the popcorn, you can put it in boxes because it's just popcorn. Circuit 3, collect them all. That's right. Arbuckle, they're not supposed to eat while eating. Round 2 announced it. Oh, that's the Corvette. Yes, they're doing the Corvette Golf. That's different than the 55 Bel Air. Don't fire anyone. We are only human. All right, so that's the Datsun 240Z. Datsun 240Z. All right, so that still is in the way. So we got to move that away and put it over here. So I'm just going to be looking at both cameras off and on. So that's the Datsun 240Z. And then our next car is we messed up. I don't know why I still have some of these in stock. I don't understand it. These are the Badmans, 55 Badmans. That is a fast car. These are very fast cars. Do you know what car is the fastest body, okay, car? This car right here is the fastest Thunderjet body you can buy, is the Cougar. The Mercury Cougar Thunderjet. Check that out. All right, now the last car. So those are all of our regular cars. Then we did SC or CP 8069, which I tell you, this thing was so messed up. This assortment had so many screw ups. Okay, first of all, this car, they must have had a bunch of these already made in China because they just added this to our assortment, because it doesn't even have the assortment number on it. It has the old assortment number, which was its own assortment, which is SC369, okay? So this was already in an assortment, SC369. And it was supposed to have my logo on it, but it doesn't have anything. So this was the first big blunder, this one here. The second big blunder was the LA Hookers got my logo on the back, but it was supposed to have it on the front too, like the Bel Air. The Bel Air has it in the front and in the back, okay? And it has my URL code, okay? Matter of fact, if you type that, go to that URL code, If you go that URL code, it takes you right to ProTinkerToys.com. That URL code, but that was not on any of these other packaging. So this SC369 assortment, or I'm sorry, CP8069, all three of these had a problem, except for this card. This is the only car that is okay. I see. I'm trying to do a video on that screen, but I'm being crammed out. This is the only car that has no mistakes on it. It even says CP8069. And we have all three of these still. It's still, and what's really funny is Bill or Chris, not Chris, but Craig wanted production so much in China that I was able to get only 7. I only needed to do 750 of these, as long as I did all three cars. Go figure that one out. Go write a book on that. And then the last three cars, well, it's not the last three cars, but it is basically 4 cars. It's 4 cars that were basically pit kits. And we're not allowed to sell the pit kits, so we basically are putting all the cars together. And that is the black GT40, the silver GT40, the gold GT40, and you can get all 4 of these, or you can get all 4 of these. We have all 4 of these available. And these are all of the GT40s. Now, there are a couple other exclusives that we've had done that we've joined in with other people, and that is with Slot Car Central, and we've got the El Camino Badman. El Camino Badman. And this is available, and this is CP8133. 8133. And then we also have exclusives from Slot Car Depot. We have a 55 Bel or a 57 Bel Air or Nomad, 57 Nomad, Mr. Chevy. These are very limited quantities. We have the El Camino is 40. It's on the website. I think it's 40 or $39. Hold on a second. Let me check real quick. $49.99. $49.99. It's on the website right now. And then we have the Mr. Chevy. And then we have the Shelby GT40 by Slot Car Depot. See, this David is brand new, guys. This is a brand new customer. You got this Shelby. See, that's what's so funny is that I can do this video. I can do these live streams for years. And I could do a brand new one. And I have all these new customers coming and finding out of what we're doing. All right, so the next car from Slot Car Depot is the 1970 Camaro. Beautiful looking car. Beautiful looking car. 1970 Camaro. Beautiful looking car. And then we have a 1970 Boss 429 Mustang 4-gear. All you do is go to our website and you see all of our items on our website. ProTinkerToys.com. We got Nate here. We got the Boss Mustang. I like this. I like this green. Don't you like that car? Isn't that awesome looking? Isn't that sweet? My favorite, though, is this one right here. Actually, it's this one here. Well, both of these. I like the Dodge Charger. And these are all exclusives from Slot Car Depot. He did 7 cars in 8 years, or 4, same time I did. I did 45. And the Firebird. The orange or the purple Firebird. Both of these are a must. I would buy these as a set. Okay, because these are both beautiful cars. And then we only have, we don't have the yellow one anymore, but we have the Starburst 57 Nomads. CP 8139. 8139. 8139. Pretty sweet, isn't that? What are you looking for?
My dad was looking for the NOS energy drinks.
A what energy?
NOS, N-O-S.
Oh, there's none there. I thought I had some. There's not any in there? All the way in the back there? No, is that not a NOS?
Nope, that's not a NOS.
No.
Nope, that's Monster.
We had them, unless they're behind the vault door. I might not have them in the... Hey, Mac Henry! Is there any NOS beverage drink behind the vault door?
Let me check.
Sorry about that.
That's alright. Take your time.
So those are all the exclusives.
Are you looking for something specific?
Yeah, the NOS energy drinks.
That's my favorite, so I don't know if we have any.
Yeah, I know, because you drink it all. Thanks a lot, Mac Henry.
We just have...
What a loser.
No, I think Sarah drinks a lot.
We don't have
Oh,
any.
and Sarah drinks all the NOS?
We don't have any more NOS, sorry.
Alrighty, we'll get more in for you.
Alright.
What about
Okay.
this one?
No, her dad only likes NOS.
I mean, like, he's a outside so I can just tell them real quick.
All right, so
Okay, I'm gonna take Nate. We're gonna go to the house. I kind of got the stuff that I wanted to get done today.
okay.
I'm just letting you know, so you're not like, oh, we're done. We're done.
Oh, and these were all done wrong.
What were? Why were they all done?
Well, first of all, when you put them in here, you have to wrap. You take a short piece of that wrapping paper, the newsprint, wrap that, wrap this, and then you put a couple pieces just to keep this from shifting.
That can happen during shipping.
All right, okay.
Is there anything missing
Nope.
functional out of it?
No, that's not functionally correct.
Okay.
It's
Let
not.
them know that we just got 119 in on X. We haven't had 119. It's the most inexpensive all plastic. Well, no, the barrel is die cast, or the chamber is die cast, but it is the least inexpensive. It's the same gun in the play kit.
Yeah, this is the same gun as the play kit, made in Spain.
Yeah, but for being an all plastic one, it's still pretty high quality.
It is high quality.
That's a tough plastic.
And I'll do a video on that.
And then we got the black 73 back in. Oh no, 33, which was, we were missing that for a long time.
Yeah.
That sucker's back.
Okay.
And 73.6, which we were out of for.
Correct.
Those are back. And then 121.0 we were out of.
Yeah, that's the regular one.
Popular one.
Yep. Alrighty.
What's the other one we were out of? There's one more we were out of. Oh, one of these playsets sells really well. Oh, this one. It was 149 or 150. One of these playsets sells better than I think.
Yeah,
it's
they're
this one.
nice. Yeah, we need to do a video on those.
Yeah, so those are.
We are in Ohio. We are in Ohio there, David. Unfortunately, we're not in California. But all you have to do is go to ProTinkerToys.com. You go to ProTinkerToys.com. You just go to ProTinkerToys.com. This is our website.
I did accidentally knock it off.
Good enough reason. Good enough reason. Don't no reason. I understand it. I'm completely approving it.
This is our website, ProTinker. You want to subscribe to ProTinkerToys.com. You want to...
I mean, look, they're old.
we have everything. We have hundreds of slot cars, thousands of slot cars. Plus, we sell thousands of toy guns, okay? We sell lots of cap guns, okay? We are cap gun central. We are cap gun central. You can't go anywhere else to get a cap gun. Cap gun central. Cap gun central. Wow. Wow, that's right. Well, thank you, David. I don't think there's been anybody that's commented more than David today, and David has stole the show today. Let's see. Now let me misspell your name there, David. David Lartage. I think that's how you say it. Tarchadu. I like it too. David, I like it too. David, I like it too. That's what I'm going to call him. David, I like it too. I like it too. Like it too. There you go. David, like it too. Larkitude. David Larkitude. David Larkitude. Yes, that's what we'll do. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes. Yes, I totally agree. I'm 100% what you are saying. You know? So I hope David has stolen the show today. I think David has talked about anybody more than anybody else. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you four exclusives that have come out from Race Masters, okay? And I'm going to show you the three exclusives that have come out recently from Race Masters, okay? And I just ran into, so I'm going to show you the 3 exclusives that have come out from Race Masters. And the first one is a 2-pack that it was done by Cherry Valley Hobbies and Slot Car Central. The problem is these cars should be Thunderjets, not AFX, but that's just a technical difficulty. And this is a 2-pack. You get both cars in this 2-pack. And the other one is the competition pack, the blue 50 or blue Bel Air or the blue Ford Mustang. And these actually should be Thunderjets. Just saying. And then we did our own exclusive. This is our own exclusive, and that is the orange 57 Bell, or the orange GT40. The orange GT40. These are 3 of the exclusives that are available at ProTinkerToys.com. Those are the exclusives at ProTinkerToys.com. And those are all Race Masters. So that's basically what we've got today of all the cars. Now, race set wise, let me run the camera. Let's take the camera into the vault. We have my vault door. They redid the vault, and so I got to get myself into here. All righty. Now the vault has all the RC cars. It has all the sets, all the race sets we have. We have now this set is discontinued. I just got the word that this is discontinued. The cross track set. This is a great starter set. If you're just getting into slot cars and you want just a basic slot car set, this is just a figure 8, okay? Very inexpensive. And then if you want to add to it really fast and put a lot of track to it, buy it with the extended track. Now, all of these deals I'm talking about today, all you have to do is go to our website and look for Bryan's Bargains. Because all of the bargains, this is a Bryan's Bargain, okay? I think it's Bryan's Bargain like 30-something in the 30s, okay? I've got Bryan's Bargains in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s that deal with sets. So if you buy a couple sets, like for example, this set's discontinued. This set is discontinued right here, this one right here. I'm on a live stream right now, and check that stuff in the shed when I get back to the shed. I'll call you later. So, and another set that's discontinued is this set right here. The Breeze set is discontinued also. So a lot of these sets are discontinued. So if you haven't gotten one of these sets yet, now is the time to get one. Now is the time to get one. A Breeze set. We also have these Blues Brothers set with the new amp chassis. The amp chassis. And we have the Sienna set. Sienta. The correct pronunciation of this guy's name is Sienta. You have to Italian. You have to add the T to it. Sienta. Okay, not Senta. Not Sienta. Not Senta. It's Sienta. And this set is also, this is a great set. Over 30 feet of track too. You can do 7 different layouts. That's available at ProTinkerToys.com. And then we have the Radfink set. Another extreme set is the Radfink set with the Chargers. You got the Dodge Challenger and the Dodge Charger, 1970. Another great set. Now, if you're wanting to collect a tank, we have tanks available. We have double tanks, we have single tanks. This is our single tanks. This is the Sherman. And this is a remote control tank. It's IMAX Tank Force. And shooting battle tanks. They shoot little red little pellets. Okay. And we have like 10 different tanks. 10 different tanks. And then what we have is the cheapest set we have, well, we still have California Cruising. This one's discontinued too. The California Cruiser set is discontinued also. California Cruising, that set's discontinued also. The one thing you got to understand is you got to go to ProTinkerToys.com and you can see all the wonderful things that we have for you to purchase. Because we are a toy store that is geared on selling stuff, okay? I need a drink. My throat is very dry. For some reason, my throat is very dry. And if anybody knows me, that my favorite drink is Coca-Cola. Now, Arbuckle, for some reason, Arbuckle hates Coke, okay? Now, I don't know if Arbuckle drinks. I think Arbuckle drinks, but maybe he doesn't. Candy water. I just want to know one thing between Arbuckle and I. That's all I want to know is how many little medication pills does he take a day? Just give me how many he takes a day. How many does he take a day? Come on, Arbuckle, tell me. How many pills do you take a day? Yes, David, he is a vet. Yes, I am a submarine vet. I was stationed on the following boats. Okay. The first boat I was on was the USS Puget Sound, which was a destroyer tender. And I was on that for about a year and a half. Actually, I was on it, man, I was only on it for a year because as soon as I got on it, it went into dry dock because it was going to be a flagship. So they had to go through a complete refit of that thing because it was going to be set over to Gaeta, Italy. And it was going to be a flagship where admirals were always on board and everything. And I didn't want to be a part of that because a lot of people were saying, oh, you want to get off of this boat as fast as you can. So I volunteered for submarine duty. So I went from the USS Puget Sound in 1980. I can't remember what month it was. Early I transferred over to Groton Submarine School, where I went for 6 weeks of submarine school. I graduated submarine school, and then I was stationed on the USS Kamehameha, which was my first boat, which was my worst boat because the captain was an idiot. He was very arrogant. You know, he thought officers were just supreme to everybody. I got qualified, I think, on the Kamehameha. See, there's one thing about these things right here. And a lot of people go, why do you wear this hat? Well, I'll tell you why. It's because of these things right here. These dolphins. Okay. I am proud, very proud. I am more proud of these dolphins than I'm of anything that I've done in life. Okay, because these were very hard to get. Okay, these dolphins right here. All right, I wasn't a great student in high school. Okay, just so you know, I had a lot of problems. And when I got on board a submarine, I said, "Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to learn all this stuff." And I did it, and I did it very well because I looked at it in a not an intellectual, in a what's that where you look at it very detailed. Okay, the only way you could get off of that executive boat was to volunteer for submarine duty. Yes, exactly. Oh no, they weren't allowing anybody to transfer. It was terrible. And if you put in a request to go submarine, they had to approve it because they were having a problem filling the submarine service. Okay, because they were building all these new boats and they had nobody wanting to go on submarines. So I got my dolphins, which I'm very proud of, and then I went from the Kamehameha to the Andrew Jackson, which is this boat right here. The USS Andrew Jackson. I will be right back. Okay, now, if anybody has an Apple Watch and you want to add to me, if you want to be able to walkie-talkie talk to me whenever you want, all you have to do is get on your Apple Watch and go to walkie-talkie and request for me to join in, okay? It's called to friend you invite, okay? So if you have an Apple Watch and you want a walkie-talkie, or I could just go, hey, like for example, watch. So Daniel, watch this. Checking availability. How are we doing? Testing.
Did you make friends with Jessie yet?
She's not on my thing.
She said she invited you.
I haven't got it there. Well, you're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah, over and out. So if you want to talk to me versus my phone, then what you do is my Apple Watch, you just go to walkie-talkie, the little walkie-talkie icon, and you push invite me. My phone number is 419-575-3776. Bryan Young. Bryan Young. 419-575-3776. You can walkie-talk me. Okay? Andrew Jackson, brake relief. I have a Garmin watch. I have to recharge it once every 2 weeks. I have a Garmin watch. The only way you could get off of that executive boat was to volunteer for submarine duty. Well, it's not just that, Arbuckle. When I was on board of the Puget Sound, we had a couple submarines pulling right next to us. And I saw a submarine over there, and I said, that looks so cool. And so I went overboard. I went over, and I said, can I get a tour of the submarine? And the guy gave me a tour of the submarine. I said, this is awesome. I want to do this. It just is like a spaceship. You know, here's the thing about a submarine. It's like you're in a spaceship, okay? Everything about a submarine is that you're in a spaceship. Matter of fact, a submarine could be propelled into space and it would last for however long the air would last. But it's completely sealed, okay? And the temperatures are about the same, actually. I still have a CB radio. I was going to get a CB radio. I have a CB radio for the car or for the camper. So, anyways, David, I was on submarines. Strawberry soda is a great when thirsty. That's good too. So the last ship I was on was the USS Waterford. Hey Siri. What was the USS Waterford? Hey Siri, what was the USS Waterford? Okay, here it is. This is funny too. So the USS Waterford was an auxiliary floating dry dock that served the United States in World War II, the Vietnam War, and the Persian Gulf War. What do you want?
I probably accidentally called you.
You probably accidentally called me.
Did you see? I texted you who passed away.
Who passed away?
John MacArthur.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah.
When did that happen?
Today.
Did he really?
Yeah. How
Yeah.
old was he?
He turned 81, I think. He wasn't, I mean, he was old, but he wasn't that old. But he was having some, last 5 years, he's had some very bad medical conditions. I mean, it's sad.
You always used to listen to?
I used to listen to him all the time.
Right. So.
Yeah, that's sad. Nice guy. Yeah, I'll do some research on that. I'll see if you're correct on that.
Yep, I just read it.
You just read it.
Here, you should be getting an invite.
Yeah, I sent you an invite to get on my Apple Watch Apple.
I just sent it.
You what?
I just sent it.
Yeah, see, I'm not getting any invites for some reason.
Me neither. I didn't either.
Now, why is that doing that?
Oh, there you are. Did not receive your invitation. Check that FaceTime is signed in with Apple account. Oh, maybe that's why. All right, I'll get it figured out.
All right. John MacArthur, yeah, he was a very, wow, that's amazing. He was a very, theologian. He's been preaching in the same church for nearly 55 years. He's the one that stood out toward the COVID back in the COVID days. Yeah, the Waterford was an amazing dry dock. The thing was actually it was built in World War One. That's how old it really is. But it was used during the war, or the World War. Hola, 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 Jesse, hola. Hello, Jesse, hola. Hola, hola. I gotta send one to. Bye-bye. Over and out. Goodbye. All right, so we are getting all these people on my Apple Watch. So if you want to be a walkie-talkie with me, all you have to do is send me an invite. I think you have to type in Bryan Young, anyway, my phone number, but anyway. So we basically, how many minutes are we at? We're almost at 2 hours. Normally the live stream goes for about 2 hours, and we've been going over all different stuff. This is coming out soon. Our tanker truck, and that's coming out soon. The tanker. It's in production right now. It's in production. Okay. And
Hey, why is there no paper?
what do you mean?
When are you getting paper?
No one told me about it.
The 36-inch, 60-weight paper.
I already ordered it with the boxes. It will come in with the boxes.
When does that come in?
I don't know. They're probably doing the boxes right now. I will call them.
Okay. Let them know we need it.
Good morning, B&B Box. How is B&B Box doing? It's Oh, we're doing great. We're selling toys like crazy. And I sent an email yesterday, and I just wanted to see if he got that. And if you had the 60 weights, 36-inch brown paper paper in stock. Okay, no, I know. No, that's all right. Okay. Thank you very much. I knew that because I knew you were gone. I just double checked to make sure people get emails because sometimes they don't always come. Yes. And so my son comes because my son nags me, because he thinks I'm getting old and I'm forgetful. And so he said, "Did you get that paper?" I said, "Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Your dad did do that. Okay, so leave me alone." So, all right. And so if the 60 weight is available, I can come and pick that up later this afternoon. So if you have a chance to call me, just call me and say, "Yeah, that's available." But because the boxes will probably take a week or two, right? All right. Thank you so much. Yep. Bye. Okay. So B&B Box is where I get all my boxes from. So basically, just so everybody knows, so this really gives you an indication of how well we're doing, in the sense of how well we are doing as a company. So that is the third time that I've had to order boxes, the 974 boxes. That's the third time. Now, how many boxes do you think I have to order to get them at the best price? Anybody got a guess? How many I have to buy to get the best price per box? Okay. Anybody got a guess? I'll tell you how much I pay for them too. Does anybody have any idea how many I have to buy to get the best single price box? 1,000. Arbuckle says 1,000. Okay, that's a good. So that means that I would have done 4,000 orders over the last 5 years. Okay, that's one guess. Okay, whoever guesses it to the number, I will give them a free car. Matter of fact, I will give them this free car. I will give him a orange GT40. So how many boxes? That's 1,000. 5,000. Adam says 5,000. Okay. 500. Okay, he's at 500. 500. Okay, so we got 1,000. We got 500. We have 5,000. We have Arbuckle now is at 10,000. Arbuckle wants that. Arbuckle wants that car free. Arbuckle always wants something free. We have 7,200. So James Butler is being a little technical. 7,200. 7,200. That's 7,200. We've got 5,000, 1,500, 15,000, 750, 7,400, a pallet, LOL. Now, what B&B Box is right up the road here, which is really nice, okay? So we got 25,000, 8,000. So I'll just let you know, I'll just give you a hint. It's below 10,000. Okay, I'm just going to tell you that. We got 8,000. We got 25,000, which is way too high. 8,000. We got 8,600. Whoever hits the number first gets the car. We got 8,600. And I've ordered it 4 times, okay? 7,500, 6,300, 9,000. 1,000. You already 1 million? No. I'm not buying 1 million boxes. 9,400. No. Oh my gosh, you guys are terrible. 3,500. Wow, that was close. 3,500 was close, okay? 6. No, oh my gosh. No, not 6. 6,000. Nope, not 6,000. 3,700, 4,000, 3,200. Oh, very close. Oh, Fred Flintstone really got it close. 4,500, 1,500, 3,499. Oh my gosh. For the love of Mike. 3,100. PBJ is very close. He's the closest so far. 3,250. 3,500, 3,250, 3,245. Oh my gosh. 6K, 3,150. Oh, very close. 2,750, 3,160, 3,050. Oh my gosh, he's almost got it. 3,050, 3,150, 3,100. Oh my gosh, 3,000. It's Steve F. Steve F is the winner. Steve F is the winner. 3,000. Steve F. So I have to buy to get them at the lowest price or the cheapest price of 32 cents. I have to buy 3,000 at a time. And we got our logo on it too, which makes it even cheaper. I've bought them 4 different times. So that means that I've ordered 12,000 boxes. That's how much we've shipped. That's how much stuff we've shipped. 12,000. Actually, we've had 48,000 orders. 48,000 orders. Okay. So Steve F is the winner. Winner is 3,000. Steve F. Steve F won the winner car, and I got to figure out who he needs to type is what his last name is. Steve what? Steve what? So so we are out of the 974. I used to do 864s, but the 864s will not put a Racemaster car. You can't get a Racemaster car in an 864, but you can get it in a 974 box. So I redid the box and I made it a 974. So that's our new Folky. So Folky, Steve Folky is the winner. And just send us an email at professedtinker@gmail.com and we'll send you that car out. We just want to thank all the customers that have been buying from our store. Okay. You know, this is not an easy thing to do, is to create a store. It's even harder during a pandemic and, you know, all the turmoils. Okay. But we have stuck out because, number one, I'm pretty good at retail. I've done it for over 45 years. I've been doing it ever since I was 19. No, 18. No, 17. I started working at Ben Franklin when I was 17. So I've been doing retail for over, well, guys, now it's maybe 50 years. Yeah, almost 50 years I've been doing retail. So I'm not a novice at it. You know, it's not something that I picked up yesterday, okay? Matter of fact, let's say somebody would let's say somebody said, "Hey, Bryan, I've got $200,000 and I want to invest it in a business." I've got a business on the top of my head right now that I would invest in one location to see how it would go, and it would be called the Tuna Shack. I make a great tuna sandwich. My wife has a great chicken soup or a egg noodles that we would serve. Also coleslaw, and we'd also sell chips. So it would be tuna. It would be a tuna sandwich, a tuna shop selling tuna, and the mascot is a tuna, like a tuna costume, and the commercial, the first commercial would be this couple in their car going, and they're looking at each other. Where do you want to go for lunch? Where do you want? And all of a sudden, this tuna falls from the sky and lands right on their hood. Hey, go to the Tuna Shack. And all of a sudden, they go, oh, the Tuna Shack, yeah. And they drive to the Tuna Shack, and the mascot is this giant tuna. Okay, and you sell tuna sandwiches. You get either coleslaw, chips, and the soup, the chicken noodles, the chicken soup. That's one idea. I've got 100 of them in my head. Okay, that's how fast I could have a store. You know, it's really funny. Like I'll go through. Like there is a Kmart. It used to be a Kmart in Fostoria, which is 9 miles south. It's empty. If somebody wanted to invest, let's say $500,000, I would go to ASD and I would buy everything that I could buy at ASD and I would put it in that Kmart. and that place would be a gold mine. Because people would come to that and go, what's all this stuff? This is all stuff that's available, but you don't know about it. And everything that's available is available at ASD. Everything. I don't care what it is. Shirts, jackets, pants, socks, anything. And it would fill a Kmart, an old-fashioned Kmart. And I wouldn't do the old shelving unit because they changed it. In the 1960s, they went to shelving unit. Everything used to be on tables, okay, with then a shelving unit on top where you could display things. Then they went to shelving units, which divided the store, which almost segregated your store in the sense that it was claustrophobic. Anyways, now I'm just talking. So anyways, so that's the deal. I like to talk sometimes. Well, we've had a good show today. I think let's rate the show today. What do you guys rate the show? 1 to 10. How do you think the show was from 1 to 10? 1 being absolute worst show I've ever watched, to 10, it's the best show ever. Let's rate the show. We got 40 people watching, so at least 40 people. We got 39. Yeah, 40 people, 39. So let's see how many people rate the show today. What are they rated at? Superman movie was better. Oh. You know what? I was right about Superman, the movie. First of all, let me explain something to you. Superman, 9.5. Gregory Martin gave me a 9.5. First of all, Superman, it cost him $400 million just to make it. That doesn't include all the promotions. All right? Kent Young gave me a 10. Oh, it was 10 for me. Oh, good. And it only made $144 million on its opening weekend. The movie was a bomb. PJ gave me 11. Everybody's giving me 9s and 10s. Unbelievable. For the love of Mike. I live down by the river in a van. Oh, gosh. Look at all these 9s and 11s. I can't believe it. See you back to Coke during the week. That's right, Adam. You can't call that. So it made $144 million of domestic. It bombed internationally. Nobody watched it. It's a terrible movie. I mean, it's absolutely amazing how they gave him the money to make that movie. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. They literally have to have their minds warped. Look at that, 9s and 10s. Everybody is giving me 9s and 10s. I thank you very much. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? What a great show. Unbelievable. I'm about 10 seconds delayed. About 10 seconds. Yeah, so the Superman movie, every review is the same as mine. Why? And I like Nathan Fallon. I like I like him. Mr. Fantastic. But you know what? The movie's name was Superman. Okay? And I don't want to see him constantly being beaten up as Superman. Yes, he can have a fight, but he is Superman. Okay? He's not super wimp. He's Superman. Okay? And then you have all these other characters. And Lex Luthor, the guy that played Lex Luthor, he made $2 million. Superman only got $750,000. How does that make sense? I mean, if I was Superman, I would be pissed. Who made the deal on that one? I'm telling you, it was this whatever guy, Gregory Ginn or whatever his name is. Oh my gosh. You know what? Hollywood is not going to learn until something happens. There's going to be a cultural change. There has to be a cultural change because they just keep losing money. Bryan was email address should send my info. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, you want to send it to here? I'll type it. There, send your address to that email, and I'll send that car out to you tomorrow, okay? You're welcome, Steve F. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching the live stream today. Everybody gave me a 9. I don't know if I deserve a 9, but I will take it. PBJ gave me 11. Steve F was 10 or more. Arbuckle has not given me a number. Wonder why Arbuckle hasn't given me a number. I've got 9s and 11. Why hasn't Arbuckle given me a number? Very disappointed with Arbuckle. I wonder why Arbuckle didn't comment. I wonder why Arbuckle has not. James Butler gave me a 10. Holy cow. What was so funny about today's episode? Holy moly. Rod Rodriguez, I'm a 10. Rod Rodriguez gave me a 10. Holy moly. Everybody's giving me 10s. Holy guacamole. I can't believe it. Yep. Oh my gosh. I'm a 35-year-old man. I live down by the river in a van. The energy alone is awesome. Well, let me tell you something right now, everybody. I had the greatest vacation I've ever had. I'm telling you, it's the best vacation I've ever had. Okay, every single day was I did what I wanted to do. It was awesome. Great content. Kent Young says great content.
Just a quick question. Is Fred Flint on?
Yeah, why?
I have to resend his invoice.
Okay.
I didn't put this on there.
All right, that's fine. Get it to him. Get it done right.
Just letting him know.
Just get it done right and shut up.
All right.
Just shut up, I said. That's right. I'm a 35-year-old. I live in a van down by the river. I kept doing that to the kids this weekend or last weekend. Actually, Frankie, Dave, okay, low battery. So we're on low battery. Everything is dying, so I'm going to have to sign off on X. So we're going to sign off on X because my battery is dying. So we'll stay on the other two because I'm almost finished today. So what we're going to do is I've got 2 iPads here now. I'll be able to do a double iPad, and I'm going to be able to comment now on my iPad here because I've got it turned around. On my other iPad, I really can't comment because it's a broadcast, but now I can comment, all right? So we're going to be able to have a little bit more interaction in the future. I'm in a great spirit today. Here's why I'm in a great spirit today, okay? Number one is I just have had some great days. You know, things are going really, really well, actually. Daniel is getting his house in order. He's getting the foundation fixed. He's getting everything ready so that once he gets the foundation, he gets the floor done and the plumbing, then he can start putting the walls back together. And he's going to have a nice little house. I'll show you a tour of it one of these days. It's a beautiful little house. If you want to donate money to his house, I'm thinking of starting a GoFundMe page for Daniel and Jesse for their house. It's just a little tiny thing, you know. I mean, it's not anything big, but we were able to get it at a great price. The whole property, it's almost 2 acres, it's actually going to. I mean, I'm actually going to be moving into it when I get older, and then I'm going to let them have the house that I'm in. Because my house is going to be too big. I'm not going to be able to, I'm not going to want to walk, when I'm 90, 95 years old, I'm not going to want to walk up a flight of stairs to go up to bed, okay? I'm going to want to stay on a 1-floor place, you know what I'm saying? All right, guys, so we will see you later. We're going to say the astioso or adios, amigos. We're going to say adios, amigos. And we will see you tomorrow. We're doing a live stream every day this week. We're going to be doing a live stream every day this week. See, now on this iPad, I cannot comment. I can read your comments, but because this is a broadcasting thing, I can't comment. But now I'm going to be able to comment from now on. So, and don't forget to check out Bryan's Bargains. Check out all the deals that we have going on right now, because we got some great deals going on right now. And also check out all the sales that we have going on right now with the stick bots, junk bots, everything VTech, and we're going to be doing tomorrow morning. We're going to do a store tour, kind of going over all the items that we have. And then I want to try to get to these circuits. I keep forgetting to get to the circuits, but I can only talk for 2 hours. You want to try to keep the show at about 2 hours. It's good content. And we've got, these are in production, and they're going to be shipping here to September 15th or sooner. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching the episode today. Don't forget to click the notification button, the thumbs up button. We got 32 thumbs up. That's great. And a lot of content. We have a lot of content. And again, I want to thank everybody, and God bless, and we will see you later.